All right, here's a sneak peek. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Whiskey Dents. So glad you could join me. So today we're going to be shortening our 73 cab over GMC. Should be a good time. But first, we need to move some stuff around. I gotta move a van, and we gotta throw a coil in the 88 Irck. See if we can get that running. We'll get that out of the way too. So glad you could join me. Let's get after it. Here's the star of today's show. It's our 73 GMC cab over. It's a little windy out. Sorry if there's any wind noise, but we're gonna shorten this old girl up. And we are also gonna throw a coil in this Irck Z. If anybody is new to the channel, this is our 66 F600. It was a grain truck. Obviously it is not anymore. It was a tandem axle. We built. All right, here's the Irck. Pretty simple. Just a little coil. Gonna put it right there. Shouldn't take too long. I'm not gonna bore you with that. So, with a little TV magic, presto changeo. It's in there. A little more of a pain in the butt than I had anticipated. The brackets that hold this, they have like these aluminum rods or something that they shove through there and then press on. So I had to grind those off. Used the supplied hardware to bolt it together. And I fixed one vacuum leak. I can't really see anything else that's wrong, so why don't we jump in it and see if it starts. All right, see what it does. You hear the fuel pump come on? Hey, hey, hey. Live action. Outstanding. Give her a little courtesy rev. Oh yeah, we might want to go for a rip. All right, since I am an adult, we thought this was a 305, but I think it's a 350. She's got way more power now, buddy. Woo! This will officially be our first burnout on the channel that I've actually done. Who's gonna clean this mess up? All right, we need to install our custom fuel cell. Fuel all hooked up. Only the finest here at Whiskey Dents. Come on, baby. Don't squeeze her too tight. Perfect. You guys notice I shaved my beard? I look so chubby. Oh, wait a minute, I am. I weighed myself this morning and put on a lot more lbs than I probably should. So I think it's about time to start losing some of them. Also, we picked a date for heading to Texas finally. We are going, we're leaving October 25th. It's only been 3 months. I'm just glad that Mr. Hascock is perfectly fine with me taking my sweet time. So, all right, see if we can get this thing started. We're gonna back it up over there. Hopefully I don't run into anything like the last time we, or the first time we drove it. All right, let's give it a shot. Try it again. Alright, I bet we got it this time. So I have it backed up as far as I possibly can. We're on the concrete. Obviously it's not level, but it'll get us where we need to be. I know everybody thinks if I shorten this box, it's gonna be way nose heavy, but I mean, yeah, the cab is on the front, but the motor, you can see, sits back behind this axle. So now we'll get some measurements and get everything supported so nothing tips over and whatever else. Yeah, we'll cut this thing down. Right. All right, we are pretty close to getting pretty serious. I did all my mathing. We're gonna have to cut out 92.5 inches, which is 7'8". Where's that at? It's out of the screen. Oh boy, that's a lot. The new center of the wheel will be right here, which is only basically 5 feet from the back of the cab. So she's really getting short. Hopefully I don't dump it on its nose. I'm gonna get my cherry picker set up to support this. I'm gonna weld something on each side, top and bottom, so the frame doesn't, you know, get all wampus kitty. Don't want that. David from Classic Car Revival suggested that, and it is a great idea. So I'm gonna get some tape on here. I'm gonna get it all marked out, finish getting it supported, and should be good. Has anybody found me a front fender yet? I'm still looking for these arches or whatever, fender flares, whatever you want to call it. I was going to make my own with round pipe or whatever, but this is so gradual, I guess you would say, that I think it's going to be hard for me to mimic. I don't know. With basic sheet metal tools and whatever else, I don't know if I can make that look exactly right. But when I do find some, the plan is that the box is going to be out here 89 inches from the cab, and that'll put me where the box will sit right here. So the bumper will stick out just a little bit, which is what I want. You know, it's up pretty high, so it'd be nice to be able to get a leg up if I need to. What else? The fender that I just showed you is like almost 50 inches. So I think what I'm going to do is match the gap from the fender to this tire on the front of the rears, so that it'll swing over and then it's going to come down. Okay? And I think what I'm going to do is just blend this little bit in somehow, tie it in with the bumper maybe. I don't know. We'll have to get it on there and see what we're doing. So the box that I'm actually going to use is off that 49 Chevy. It's a step side, you know. I don't know if I'm going to need to add on to it a little bit. I know I'm going to have to modify the front because it's not going to clear, you know, transmission and, you know, whatever else, which is completely fine. It's probably going to be more for looks than anything. I think I might put the fuel cell or whatever right smack dab in the middle, but I think we have a plan. I'll show you a picture of that box side here, and then yeah, we'll go from there. If it doesn't look right, we'll just add on to it or subtract. Or I was going to build my own box, but you start getting out that long and you got to have stuff taken to get bent, because our rollers are only 5-footers at work, and I really don't want to go out 5 feet and then have to splice it in, because I don't know, it's difficult to make it look right, and I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get this marked out, secured, and then we'll get to cutting. Woohoo! Rear end is supported, front is supported. Best I can do. What else? I started pulling bolts out for the drive shaft. Not sure how I'm going to get that apart just yet. We're just going to take the whole drive line out, and then we'll piece it back together when we get to it. But I got everything labeled. It's ready to cut on both sides. That is a huge chunk of frame coming out of there. Let me get this drive shaft off, and then we'll check back in, and then we'll cut her down. All right, 47.5 feet of drive shaft, hanger bearings, and U-joints are officially out. Guess it's time to get the death wheel and the Sawzall. That should be enough, right? Sure hope this thing doesn't do a face plant. I got one more under the middle and one under the transmission cross member and cherry picker. So let's get the big guns out. All right, ready to cut. I would highly suggest not trying this at home, especially by yourself, because a lot of things right now could really go sideways and somebody could get hurt. But being I'm a one-man wrecking crew and I only have one, maybe two friends that aren't related, so they're not here right now. So wish me luck, fingers crossed. Let's go. Way more than I thought it was going to. Sheesh. I'm gonna throw a jack underneath the front of this and try to pick it up, get it back down to where it was, and maybe it'll hold her a little tighter. Sheesh. Well, didn't do a face plant, but she sure tried. Well, I think I don't think it's going to do a face plant now. That's a bonus. I do think that I might cut this in half so that I can take one side off at a time. Yeah, we're getting there. That jack stand wasn't touching. Front was barely touching. I think the little one on the bumper is what actually kept it from going. But we got her up in the air now. A lot. I think some of it was the weight of the frame. Maybe brought the springs up on the front too. And I'm assuming that came down. But yeah, a lot of movement. Anyways, swap the back off. You're over.
You're a madman. I've come to the right place then.
I'd like to call that a controlled fall. It's in thirds. Apparently the back of that is a little heavier than the front. I didn't think that bumper weighed that much, but I guess it was enough. She came down real easy. Probably gonna tip this up and move this out of the way, and then we'll see if we can't sneak this forward a little bit and see where we need to be at. You guys think? This is live action. Looks like a normal truck to me. And then, holy cow, we're missing something here. Since it's secured-ish, I'm gonna bevel all these edges, get it all nice and cleaned up so that when we put it together, I will be ready to weld. I got kids running around and stuff, you know, at night, so I definitely want to get this together so that it's safe. You can't leave projects sitting out like this. I mean, I think one good gust of wind might put that thing on its face, so let's get these cleaned up real quick, and then we'll shove her together, hopefully. Just real quick, I'm glad I was done with this wheel when I was, because it's all cracked. That's how people get stuff stuck in their faces. We don't want to do that. All right, edges are cleaned up, beveled. I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way, and then we'll see if we can't get that to level a little bit better, and we'll shove her in place. Well, we still got some fine tuning to do, but we are definitely getting a lot closer. I need to let the front down just a little bit, I think. And yeah, maybe scooch the rear end over just a little bit, which, as you guys can see in the time lapse, has been quite the pain. But we're getting there. We're getting close. All right, so I have this side absolutely perfect. But you remember when I said that I was going to put supports across here to keep this from moving? That side sprung, but this side, straight as an arrow. No gap, no nothing. So I'm going to weld this side Now I'm going to get a ratchet strap on here and pull that side in. Hopefully it gets it where it needs to be. Looks like the gaps are a little wider over there, but we'll figure it out once we get this side done, because I eyeballed this and I got a laser eye. And she is definitely straight. So I'm gonna knock this side out and then we'll monkey with the other side. Oh. Getting there. Here it is. I got a tack welded on this side, straight as an arrow. Come around here. My measurements were off just a little bit, so the gaps are kind of large. I started filling it in, but then ran out of wire. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. A few things we're gonna need to do. One, that drive shaft's gonna have to get really short, and I'm gonna have to somehow add it to that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's a 3-foot long drive shaft with a hanger in it. Yeah, good times. The other thing that I will need to do is shim the back of the axle so that I have a better pinion angle. Let me go to the other side and be able to see it a little better. I have got a huge mess. The wife just got home, so I gotta hurry up. I don't know if you can see that pinion angle a little better, but it goes from the center of that. I don't think it's terrible, but she's gonna be a shorty. Very nice. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll stand back so you can get a better look at it. About the fence being in the way. Look at how short that thing is. Holy cow. That's what she said. Yeah. That box should look real nice on there. I just need to find some fenders. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. What do you guys think? I can't wait to get the box on it. Look at it. This is exciting. Don't forget to do all that stuff they tell you at the end of videos. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you next Friday. Hopefully we can get the box on there. All right, now that all the weirdos are gone, what do you guys think? Man, I love it. I'm sure it's gonna ride terrible. And it looks like it's kind of running downhill. But I tell you what, everything's straight. Once we get that drive shaft in there and pinion angle fixed, some brake lines, wire the tail lights, throw a box on it, we're there. We are there. You know, I might even take a couple of these springs out. I don't know. We'll see how far those U-bolts have threads on them. Yeah, we can come up another 2 inches. Maybe I'll take a few out and then get some shims so we can change that pinion angle. I think it's gonna have to be turned up quite a bit, so I'm thinking probably maybe I'll get some 1/4 inch and then 3/8. See which one works the best. But all in all, I'm very pleased. Take one more look at it. Oh yeah. All right. See you guys Friday. You're watching Whiskey Dance, partner.